Hello and welcome to Life in the Bitter Truth. This is the podcast where we seek to understand the deeper, sometimes painful aspects of life and what it all means to us. I'm Vittorio.
And I'm Dinorah.
Yay, hold on. Before we started, remember we were dancing? What was it? Nope. Yeah, that's our fun stuff.
Yes.
Good stuff. So what's been going on with you?
Well, just working. The usual rinse and repeat. I know. It starts again tomorrow.
Fucking bullshit, man.
It is bullshit.
We complain about that a lot, don't we?
We do. We got to stop that, huh?
Win the lottery.
Oh, I have to?
Well, I mean, if I win, you get.
I do?
Yeah, you will.
Are you sure?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I've already got it marked out in my plot.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. But I may disappear for a month.
And that's okay.
While I'm figuring things out, but,
I got to play.
Yeah. Do you? Okay. That's good to know.
The only way to win.
That's right. You do have to play to win. I actually, to know the truth, before we get into our segment, I actually went on to, so I was reading a news article, which we'll jump into our news segment. I was reading news where somebody won like $100,000. Mm-hmm. They said, ChatGPT, give me the winning numbers. So of course, ChatGPT doesn't do it. But since I'm a non-believer and I don't believe shit that happens out there, I went ahead and I went, ChatGPT, give me the winning lottery numbers for next week's, whatever super lotto number says. I can't do that. Oh. But for fun, here are a few numbers that I might want to use or whatever.
Oh, how funny.
And I don't use ChatGPT. I use Perplexity, which is actually better. We're not sponsored by either or, but
no.
But I just like Perplexity because it's very direct.
We use Copilot at work.
There are many out there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All new systems now have AI, so it's kind of funny. I'm working by injecting AI into the entire process and workflow of everything that I do in life.
Really?
Pretty fascinating, isn't it? Yeah.
A little scary too.
I know, right?
AI scares me.
No, AI is cool.
You think so?
I can't wait for the robots to come.
There is already the selfless, the Waymo. Have you tried it? Have you been in a Waymo? Okay, I've heard some horror stories of those.
Where was I? I was traveling somewhere, and I can't remember where the hell it was, but there was fucking, I don't know where I was, but there was just empty cars everywhere. Where was I? I forget where I was, but
Could be downtown LA.
No, I wasn't. No, I was traveling. I can't remember where it was, but where was I? I don't know where I was. It'll come to me, right?
Okay.
But there's Waymos everywhere, right?
Yeah.
And they're non-drivers, right? There's no.
I know what they are.
You know what it was? I was in LA. I was actually going to a meeting, connecting with some people I know, and we all went in one car. And sure enough, there was Waymos everywhere, non-driving cars. I mean, non-drivers.
I refuse to take a Waymo because I've heard too many horror stories where they don't stop, and all of a sudden they drop you off in a spot that is the wrong location.
Bullshit. I heard nothing but positive shit.
No.
I heard
wrong location in San Francisco.
Okay. Well,
and you can't say no.
Don't travel to San Francisco.
Well,
because it's probably because.
But you can't tell the Waymo, no, this is the wrong location. They drop you off, period.
Waymo probably doesn't want to be dropped off doesn't want you dropping on any part.
I'm just saying. I won't.
Vegas is actually setting up their own driverless cars.
Oh God! Can you imagine how scary?
They're everywhere
at the Strip.
At the Strip, they're everywhere now. So it's crazy. It was great.
Lord have mercy.
Great. People, there are more and more of them, then we need less and less people. Great, right? It's terrible.
I don't think that's going to happen. I just hate to
robots, right? Robots are taking over the world, right? So was that movie with that loser who slapped him? No, the loser who slapped Chris Rock. Oh, what's his name? The one who the wife got in an affair.
Yeah. Will
Smith. That's right. Will Smith. He was that movie, I, Robot.
I, Robot, yeah.
And then there's that other movie with Megan Fox.
Oh, that was I actually like that one. A little creepy, but no, I like that one.
Movie, so I could see that. Yeah. Some sexy robot doing all your housework and shit like that. Interesting.
Anyway.
Yeah, that's good stuff. That might bump into our next segment after. So what's been going on? In fact, it will. Remind me. I will bring that shit up. So,
okay.
What's been going on in the news?
Well, Prop 50 is a big one.
Prop 50. That's a California thing, isn't it?
It is a California thing. And we all vote no to Prop 50.
Right.
And it was funny because I read something about not the governor, what's his face? Schwarzenegger.
Oh, Schwarzenegger.
Schwarzenegger's
The Terminator.
yes, he is totally against what Newsom's trying to do with Prop 50.
Excuse my nose, but I'm
That's okay.
deliciously.
And he said that because Newsom's like, it's temporary. Nothing's temporary.
Nothing
He's full of shit.
right.
It's not temporary. And
Right.
so Schwarzenegger is basically, which he's not the greatest either, but he's against Newsom on this one. So I'm like, all right.
That's a positive.
That is a positive because Obama, dirtbag, actually endorsed it.
Does anyone care what that piece of shit Obama
not to
endorses?
mention is Obama's not even in California, so
Obama's a
F
dirtbag.
off.
Yeah, but
Go away.
But the problem with the Democrats is they always run to the lowest common denominator, which is Obama to help them.
I know.
in
Which
in
doesn't
elections,
make any
right?
sense.
Which he does. He doesn't help, right? So of course they have to crack that rock up. Try to lift the that rock open so that little cockroach crawls out, and to help them with elections, and it doesn't help because it's Obama and no one gives a shit. First of all, California is gone, so. What's he do? He's trying to do this to counter what Texas has done. And,
right.
The whole gerrymandering bullshit happens every 4 years or whatever it is, and happens state by state. It's another way of these dregs of society called politicians.
I just thought it was humorous that it was Schwarzenegger who was against it. So.
He wasn't he a rhino? Yeah,
I think he was. Yeah, I think he was.
Speaking about dirtbags, so that New York is coming up with elections for their mayor, Mondavi, whatever the hell.
That's right.
Not Mondavi.
That's right.
He's a communist. So the whole point of that storyline that I had been reading about is that this guy is it's an election for mayor of New York, which has national implications. Mm-hmm. When I say national implications, the way the story read or the news article read was that the Democratic Party is at a fork in the road, right? They've got to decide, are they a communist or socialist party, which is what they've been leaning towards over the last, let's call it 10 years or whatever it's been, if not longer. Of course, they're progressive. Wing has just been growing and growing and growing. There was a time where they steered away from being called progressive. And now they embrace the word progressive.
Yeah.
And now they steered away from the word socialist. Of course, now a good chunk of their party is, glommed onto that word socialist. Mm-hmm. This guy, whatever his name, whatever his name is, the mayor of New York,
care.
He's a flat out motherfucking communist. Okay, straight up mofo.
But this
communist.
is what I don't understand: is how do people not see this?
You know what? You've got the younger voters that are, for whatever reason, think that form of government is more beneficial to them because they get freebies. Everything's about, taking from one to give to another, right? And they're thinking they're going to get a lot of free shit. But in this sense, everyone's got to pay for it. And this loser has got to pay for it somehow, right? So good luck. God bless you, New York.
Nothing's free.
New York has gone such, worse than California, I think. And unfortunately, Bill Blasio, whatever his name was, he jacked up California. Bring back Rudy. Because he fucked up. He got all the criminals back in prison, back in jails. He some clubs, some billy clubs over the head kind of shit. Cleaned up New York, and now we got all this shit going on there. Just like California, disastrous. Mm-hmm. East Coast, West Coast, loser coast.
There you go.
Sorry, just the way it is. But yeah, so that bullshit stuff has been going on with New York, but truly national implications because the Democratic Party has got to decide which direction they're taking. And it looks like they're all going to be taking the socialist route.
Insane.
Which is tough for a political party that wants to be centrist or pretend that it is.
Pretend, you said
it. And can't get there because they got all these whack jobs in their party. And unfortunately, people out there, the United States of America is a centrist country. Not ultra-conservative like a lot of the whack job liberals say, and not right wing like a lot of the libtards say. It's just, it's did I say that correctly? It's not right wing and it's not left wing like the cross parties say. It's not. It's actually very centrist. So much like me, very centrist.
Oh,
yeah. Fiscally conservative, socially moderate.
There you go.
I love my people. Think we need to help them, but fuck that shit. Not for free.
Not for free. For
Not
sure.
for free.
Not for free.
So, yeah. And then, of course, the big news has been the remodel at the White House.
Oh, I know.
Fuck, the liberals, I'm telling you, they're going haywire because Trumpy is remodeling or he's adding a ballroom to the White House.
With his own money, by the way.
The people, the U.S., taxpayers aren't even paying for it. It's all contributed money. And God bless, The argument is, which I thought was, I was watching a clip from, what's that loser on The View. God damn it. The ugly one.
Whoopi?
Whoopi. That's it. I should say, that was kind of mean, wasn't it? It was harsh. Okay, the ugly one. Whoopi. She said something that it's not your house. You can't do this. You're not allowed to do whatever you want to do. And it's kind of funny.
Wait a minute.
Every single president
has done something
to the White House to improve the White House in one form or another. What was it? Obama, when that was brought up, I think Obama did the basketball court. They covered up the swimming pool with a press room. They've done this. They've done that.
I was going to say, yeah.
They've done so many changes to the White House. Every consecutive administration has done something. The only difference is Trump never used taxpayer dollars like the rest of them did.
The rest of them did, so exactly.
It's just so comical that if Trump sneezes red, everybody in the Liberal Party will go black, right?
Yeah, it's the opposite.
If he says yes, they say no. If he says no, they say yes. It doesn't matter how good the policy is.
No.
They will be against it, which is
because it's Trump. Because it's Trump.
Because it's just so comedic the way these whack jobs do things. So whatever. And the news thing. So Israel and Gaza, right? So Israel got back all the live hostages, and
I thought some of the ones that passed too,
and a few of the bodies back for the ones that did perish in the terrorist attack. But there's still many. I think there's still a few more to go. But of course, Gaza is in chaos because Hamas is now killing its own people, right? Because there's a lot of tribalism in Gaza because these are all small tribes that all live in this area, and they all are connected in one form to one tribe or another, right? So one tribe rises up against another, and Hamas felt that this tribe was too in concert with the Israeli government, so therefore they go out and murder all of them. Just shocking shit that goes on. So so that's what's been going on in Gaza. And I know in Gaza, the U.S. government's out there trying to get a way forward to get this thing resolved in a more better way for the Arabs that live in that area. They call themselves Palestinians, but whatever. They're the Arabs that live in that area. So hopefully we can find a better way. Hamas has got to go completely. So but they're almost that's what's going on there. So far positive, and there's still a lot of work has to happen because those people deserve a better life. So
they do.
Yeah.
They really do.
And of course they've been talking about war on Christianity. You see news article after news article after news article about different North African, East African countries, or somewhere in the Middle East. There's just war on Christians. More attacks, more murders of Christians and stuff. That's been going on. So that's crazy shit. And then Europe and England have just been dealing with their Islamist problem. All that immigration that they allowed has just been completely disastrous. Everything from rapes to just outlandish amount of crime that's been going on in Europe. And of course, England's been fighting their own wokeness. Their own wacky wokeness that's been going on there in England. It's we're at a pivotal change or shift in Europe, and they've got to fight that tooth and nail because that's going to be a problem in the future. So. Dodgers, yes, they are in the World Series again. The only thing I knew about the World Series is that the Dodgers were in it. Yeah. So, and then I saw one thing about Ohtani hit a home run.
Yes,
that's all.
He did. So
who are they playing?
They are playing the Toronto Blue Jays.
You can tell I follow baseball.
Yeah, I don't follow it. Because I'm not I hate the Dodgers, the Dodgers.
They're like the Raiders,
Well, right.
The gangster teams.
Right. And I'm actually against the Dodgers because I want the Blue Jays to win because it's been like over 30 years since the Blue Jays have been to the World Series.
Give it to the Canadians.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So then right now the series is tied. But it was a slaughter on the first game. It was 11-5.
Dodgers lost?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, did they? Couldn't
11-5.
Couldn't happen to a better
Or
team
4.
in LA.
One of the two.
Yeah. I don't know anything about that.
They lost on Friday, and then I think
follow it.
they won. The Dodgers won yesterday, and
did they? Okay.
now they're coming to LA.
Okay. Well, I think the Dodgers got their $700 million worth with Ohtani.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Apparently, he's a nice guy, too, from what I hear.
That's what I hear.
Yeah. So.
That's what I hear.
Well, good. Well, good for the Dodgers, goddammit.
I don't give a
LA
shit.
Pride?
No.
Get it? No? Okay. I don't know.
Don't care.
Yeah. Whatever.
Don't care.
And then I know just recently Diane Keaton died.
Yes.
And so
I loved her.
yeah, so I got a text saying Diane Keaton died, sad face emoji. So it's like, whoa, really?
It was just all over social media.
Yeah,
it was just so sad. She was young too. Well,
Relative.
72, I want to
That's
say.
young.
Yeah, I thought
I
it
think
was
so. It
young.
was young, but she died. I don't even know what she died of yet.
I don't either.
Yeah, I didn't follow. I've been Diane Keaton. Oh, okay. Well, then
I just liked her movies.
Yeah, then I moved on. So, but yeah, that's two. And then the last thing I read about was that with the Corinne Jean Puri. Oh God, I can never pronounce her name. The old press secretary.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
she's been touting her little book, and everyone's been slamming her because she's no longer a Democratic. She's no longer a Democrat now. She's independent, and God, every word out of her mouth comes out that she's the first black and that she's the first gay press secretary, and every word out of it comes out that
Who
way.
cares?
Who fucking cares?
Yeah.
She's a DEI pick,
Who cares?
just like Kamala was, just like she was. These were all DEI picks. Sorry, but she was because she was not the best qualified. That's for sure. And Kamala Harris, did I say that? Yeah, she's running. Yeah, she's going to run again. And so, of course, the Republicans are
God help us.
ecstatic. They're ecstatic.
I
Bring
know.
it on. Can you imagine? Word salad after word salad, you know? And it's just ridiculous. So, whatever. That's our roundup for the news. Shocking shit.
Yes.
So, today's podcast is, what was it? Dating in the golden age.
Wow.
Say golden age. Right?
I know, golden age. Wow.
Wow. So
Okay.
So yeah.
Let's talk about dating in the golden age.
So obviously divorce, right?
Yes.
So divorce. It's a tough subject. Divorce is a tough subject. So it's been 10, if not, feels like longer. But
it's not. It's been 10.
It's been 10 years since I've been divorced, and
Yeah.
I think 10 years. Yeah. How about you?
For me, it's a little fresher. Just in the months, kind of like
Oh, yeah.
6 months? No, 4 months.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So-
Divorce, shit happens, right?
It does. You don't go into a marriage obviously wanting divorce. You go into it thinking that it's forever, and
Right. You know,
it just happens.
a lot of people in our modern time think about marriage like they do a bacteria or a fever, where you get it, you have it, and you want to move on from it. I never felt that way. I think marriage in itself is a wonderful institution. I like the concept of it. Being together with somebody,
Forever,
working through the pitfalls of life,
Right.
And because a lot of people in relationships think that you get married and everything's golden, or I don't know, maybe it's relationships. I don't know. Maybe people think that everything's special, and I don't know.
What do you mean special?
Meaning they get into a marriage, and marriage, like any relationship, requires a lot of work.
You have to put work into
a lot
it.
of work, yeah.
And that goes for both sides.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I'm not absent from the fact that I had a part to play in the divorce.
Right.
There's always going to be two parties.
So when we talk about divorce, right, feelings of, I'm assuming, fear and anger are the two things that come to my mind when you speak about divorce.
Wait, fear, anger.
So let's check back to fear, right? So what are some of those fear points?
Being alone.
Being alone. Okay.
I'm not a fan of being alone.
Okay.
Living alone.
At your crusty age too.
Well, it's not so much that.
Okay.
Not so much that. I've never have been though. I've always enjoyed having a partner.
Okay.
Continuously, but
Yeah.
fear of financially.
Okay.
Is now that
Sure.
there's half of that income is gone.
Sure.
Can you manage?
Sure. Yeah.
Single woman, can I manage? Those kinds of things that came up to me. But yeah, there's a lot of fear in it.
Sure. So economic and I guess space being alone is two big ones. Like I start on the financial part of it. Fear of being alone. I think you should enjoy some alone time.
Yeah.
While you figure out, I guess, the next step in life. But yeah, I think being alone long term is not a healthy way of approaching it because humans aren't meant to be alone.
Right.
We're social creatures. We are we're creatures that need companionship and touch and feel and all those things. So yeah, I would, stuff. Yeah.
Well, again, you don't go into a marriage thinking that you're going to be divorced in X amount of time.
Sure.
No, you go into it. You've got your partner, you've got your person,
right.
That person that you confide in and knows everything about you. So when it does happen, that's where the anger comes in.
Sure. So speaking of anger, right? So we've got, I know there's I hear all this stuff because a lot of people talk about levels of grief and that kind of stuff versus, but sometimes I think and I don't know all the levels, so forgive me. I know shock and joy.
For some, yeah.
Because you've got that, first the shock comes in, they go, oh, fuck, this is good. I'm glad it finally happened, like whatever. And then there's anger, right? Anger's a big part of it because, the predicament that you might be in right now, right? Did you experience some of these?
Of course I did. Yeah. Of course I did. Specifically, I was angry.
Yeah. Are you no longer?
No, not really angry. Okay. I've moved past that. I was shocked at first. Then I was sad.
Okay.
Got angry.
Sure.
And now I'm just over.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, I think our family tends to, or our core is to never dwell.
Yeah.
And to move forward, because if we're stuck in a place, then we aren't moving forward. And we were taught to move forward.
Always move forward.
Always move forward, and always think of a better day. Tomorrow's always a better day, and there really is a better day.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. And it's funny because you sit there and you start thinking about. I was triggered. I was actually having a conversation with my girlfriend, and I was telling her the story of letting you know about. Oh, hey, something's going to happen this week. Something that happens every other week, and I was like just reminding you, and you had said, "Yeah, I know this happens every other week."
You were telling me this?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But I was telling my girlfriend the story about this and how I was triggered at the fact that, oh my God, it was one of those things that I just kept reminding my partner every single thing that I had to do or what was going on. Like if we had an event, I had to tell him a week before or 2 weeks before, and then the day he just would never remember. So when I said it to you and I was telling my girlfriend, I was like, oh my God, I'm triggered. Like it was one of those things that I'm like, why am I reminding you when you're not that person anymore?
Right. Because I think you were so used to, for so many years, having to deal with someone who was so incredibly indifferent about life, about what was around him, about your feelings, about your needs, about everything that went on in the relationship, that constant reminders were required.
We're like constant.
Yeah. Which is a shame because obviously that's how that, you don't know that. Sometimes that doesn't materialize until much later sometimes because people are on their best foot forward or whatever you want to call it. But, yeah. So that triggered you, huh?
Yeah, I was like, ooh. But I was telling my girlfriend about it the other day and I was like, wow.
Was counseling something that you ever considered?
No, not really.
So no need for your perspective to counseling.
No.
Okay. Do you believe in counseling?
For some.
For some things?
I just don't. I didn't. So this is my second marriage. So when I went through my first one, I did do counseling, which didn't feel like it got me anywhere. I already knew what they were telling me. I already knew what I had to get past, what I had to do, any of that other stuff. I didn't think it was necessary for me. It's
funny. Counseling, sometimes there's a lot of people out there that think counseling really does help. Talk therapy, all that other stuff. And, I think it's beneficial short term, meaning you're getting your feelings across to maybe a neutral party. But beyond that, to go consistently for over a longer period of time, I just don't see the benefit of it.
Yeah, I don't either.
Because obviously you're just rehashing shit. And why pay somebody to rehash something when you can just stare in the mirror and talk to yourself about it? I don't get it, but whatever.
I actually talk to my dog.
I think short-term. I think some short-term counseling to kind of refine some feelings might be helpful and beneficial and that kind of stuff. So
Well, and you take ownership of your part into that relationship, and maybe that could come out of that counseling.
Sure. I think self-reflection which is something I wrote down. Obviously, is what issues you need to fix for yourself. So have you given that much thought?
I have.
Yeah.
I have.
I did, right. So I over the 10 years since I've been divorced, I have had a few relationships. I don't want to number them because I know there's.
We don't need to number them. It's nobody's business.
But I've had over all my since I'm getting to a ripe age, I've had a positive experience with anyone I've ever been with, right? And there's been those same people that I've had some sharp negative responses or issues with, but I think I've learned something from every single person that I've ever spent time with, right? And as I move forward in my life and the requirements for my current partner, I've got my own needs, and that comes out very directly. This isn't something that I kind of like materialize 3 weeks later and go, when I want something or need something, I'm sitting there talking.
You've got your non-negotiables now.
Yeah.
There's a fine line there.
Yeah. So I don't know if I think I've spent a lot of time fixing my problems or fixing what I think is perceived.
Right?
I'm very direct, right? I can be very direct. I can be opinionated.
Yeah.
Some people rubs out the wrong way, and it's like, I'm not going to change that because that's just who I am as a person, being direct. I can be direct, but very tempered. If you piss me, usually I'm not a person who fights about stuff because I'm just not. It's like, what are you fighting about? It's like, I don't really care about fighting for really ridiculous things, right? So my need sets are simple, like most men's need sets are simple. So I just so I kind of figured that out over the years and worked that over. So.
I figured out. I knew I'm not a soft woman. Never have been. I'm a strong, independent woman. I don't really need somebody in my life. I want somebody in my life. There's a difference there. And when I want somebody in my life...
I disagree with the fact that you're saying you're not a soft person. Maybe because I know you.
Well, true.
Obviously, we always joke about siblings and stuff, know each other very well and stuff. No, I see you as an incredibly soft person. You're just guarded with your feelings, like all of us are, right?
True.
We were taught not to display overt expressions of emotion because it could be used as a weapon by people out there. It's a tough thing to repeat, but it's true. We're very strong and we keep things close to the vest until you crack that, that egg of who we are. But no, I see you're soft, 100%,
Okay.
100%.
But I've always had to fight for everything in the sense of like just relationships.
Yeah.
And I say that I'm probably not soft, maybe because I don't come across.
Yeah, your exterior is the same.
Right.
It's not a rough exterior. It's just a hard exterior. And that's the way we were raised. We're all the same way. So yeah, I can see that. Like I can see that where a lot of people think, they can't pull the wool over your eye for too long because it'll end up bad in one way or another. So yeah, no, I get it. So what when we say as we break into that, right? So it's like, what will we accept? Do you ever want to get married again?
No.
No. Look at that. That was a hard and fast no.
That was a pretty fast.
Wow.
Yeah. I think
Why?
I didn't want to get married the second time.
Okay.
I did it for my partner. He wanted to be married, and I'm like, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
But I don't see the necessary part of being married. When you have a partner, you have a partner. It doesn't mean you have to be married.
So let's break this down into the golden age, right? As we speak about our age, we're well past 50s, mid 50s, well past the mid 50s. I won't go beyond that. But yeah, so I mean, it's not a question of, you can say a hard no. A lot of us that are at our age, we've built our life. We've picked up material things. We've got homes. We've got whatever it is, jobs, savings, whatever it is. And to say you're going to want to share that with somebody else who maybe isn't at the same level, That could be a bit of an issue.
That's
so
tough.
That's actually, I kind of wrote that down in one of our notes is, do you date within your class? And I say that very harshly because it was actually my friend who brought that to my attention as we were discussing something. She had made a comment that she could never date anybody who was and this sounds terrible, a white collar.
Oh.
Blue collar.
Sorry, blue collar. I was going to say blue collar.
She didn't use the word blue collar, by the way. She used something else. But and I get it. It wasn't meant to be describing a harsh. It wasn't meant to be a harsh statement. It just meant that she's educated, and she wanted somebody who was
at the same level.
At the same level.
It's at the same level. That's different.
That's what was conveyed is that she needs somebody who is at her same level, and I totally get that. So when we speak about not wanting to get married again, it's like you're a hard no.
Mm-hmm. Marriage, yeah, hard no.
Hard no. What happens if you find, and I won't say that, Mr. Right, but what happens if you find that, and let's say he is materially well, where let's say your home is no longer an issue financially. It's just you just rent it. It is what it is, right? Because there's no need, right?
Right.
They can fill the gaps wherever necessary, and let's say they're more than willing to do that, and one of their hard requirements is they want to get married.
Yeah, but someone at our age, do they really want to?
I just throw that out there. You'd be surprised. Yeah.
Seriously?
There are a lot of women that want to get married.
Okay, women.
Yeah.
But from my side, men, do they really want to get married again?
I'm just saying, there are. You just married one not 10 years back that wanted to get married. And he was, so.
But he was younger.
Okay. But men, yeah. So again.
I don't.
Yeah.
I guess never say never.
That's right.
I have to say never say never.
That's probably the best
definitely
answer.
Have to be with mom not around because she's like, why ever get married again?
That's most.
Just my mom.
That's most of
our mom.
That's most of the people that are married today. You don't have to get married again.
Right. So I say never. Okay, fine. So never say never. If the person is at that same financial level as I am, has a home and things like that, then maybe.
I get asked that question all the time. Would you get married again?
Really?
I like to. Well, I kind of like withdraw into my little doghouse, and I was like, whoa, really? What? I go, well, it depends, It depends.
You have to say that.
I guess it depends. I mean, no, and I think about it a lot. I've thought about it because as I've been asked a lot in the last.
Well,
it's been like 45 days I've been asked that question. There's been like 3 times I've been asked that question.
Are they at the same financial level as you?
Yeah.
They are?
Yeah.
Do they own homes and all that?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Absolutely. I was just curious. I mean, maybe it's just someone fishing for information versus just trying to get the lay of the land, trying to just fishing for information.
What's funny because when I
know, right?
So we can jump ahead to how we find these people, but
we'll get there.
Okay, but there's people that I have talked to, and they ask, okay, so what do you want out of a relationship, right?
Yeah.
So
question number 1, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So why are you here? What do you want?
Right.
And I'm like, well, I'd like a partner who's, I want to be able to travel. I want to be able, there's certain criteria that you wanted to have in a partner.
Sure.
So this is why I'm doing what I'm doing.
Right.
And dating. But not, I wouldn't say to get married.
Okay, so you're just because it really. I mean, so we speak about dating, which we've got this. We've got this on there. So I kind of plotted out. Dating at our age requires a couple different ways, and really, I think it's anything now in our modern time. A lot of people find relationships not in the organic fashion where they're meeting people on the street or they're at the market through friends and stuff like that.
Right.
It just doesn't happen like that anymore. Through work, really, a lot of relationships are connections through work and stuff like that. And that's kind of like I would consider that more of an organic approach. Now today is a lot of it's app driven, and when we speak about apps, we've got everything from what's that? Tinder.
We've
got Bumble.
There's Bumble, Hinge, Places of Fish, Pool of Fish. I don't know, one of those. Yeah. The very first one that started.
iHeart?
No.
I forget the name of it. I heart? No.
There was a whole They're the ones that
Yeah, I know
started
what you're
this
talking
whole
about.
thing.
But then they got the OK Cupid.
Right, there's another one. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a ton of them.
They got Asian date now.
Well, those are your what you want to see in a person.
No, but they do have
and
those.
their filters.
They have all of those things. They got Christian dating, they got Jewish dating, they got Asian dating, they've got
Well, but even in any of the
Eastern
apps,
Bloc dating, I've seen them all.
but even in the actual app itself, you can choose what type of person at that point.
Yeah. But
the pool's a lot smaller.
well, remember, some of those apps are more geared to you got to pay.
Well, yeah.
You got to pay. So yeah. It's very funny. So the dating apps, right? So when you talk about dating apps, right, it's that option or meeting through friends or work. Mm-hmm. Really, most people are so busy. I know when I'm busy, I'm not necessarily scouring or talking, or I'm just getting shit done. So
At work, I don't ever think about it.
Maybe when I was younger, you'd be more aware of your surroundings in the sense of, oh, that person or this person. And I say the gym, but when I go to the gym,
I met my first husband there.
Oh, did you? Okay. Well, the gym, I want to get in and get the fuck out. I don't want to sit there and yammer with somebody bugging you at the elliptical next to you.
Right.
It's like, okay. They're asking you like 20 questions. I go, leave me the fuck alone because I want to get in, I want to get out. I hate being there. But whatever. So you don't really feel you're kind of out of place there.
Yeah.
And with our modern time dating apps, it's kind of convenient.
Well, it's fast.
It's behind a screen.
Yeah.
You're not seeing somebody's reactions. You're seeing it in written form.
Right.
And it's so funny in some of these dating apps when you're talking to somebody and you know that they're not. They may say they're native to an area. But when you start getting in there and it's like you read some of the way they're writing things, like, oh, okay, yeah, right. Either a scammer or not part of the not a U.S. national,
right,
or just came here or whatever it is.
Right.
It's very funny. So yeah. So dating apps, right? Are you on any dating apps?
I am.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because I was talking to somebody and we're actually talking on the phone. So
physically. So you've moved from texting to talking.
This is it, one person.
Next stage.
Right. For only one person. It was one conversation. I was like, oh, hell no.
One conversation?
One conversation. And what threw me was when he asked if I had children. And I said no. And he's like, oh, so you're selfish.
Are you fucking kidding me?
And I kid you not.
Some Yahoo.
Some idiot said this to me and I looked at him. I'm like, yep, I'm selfish. And I was just like, well, it's getting late.
You said that.
I did. I said, this conversation we're done.
Stupid fuck.
I was like, what? Selfish because I didn't choose to have children.
Yeah. Well,
okay.
Yeah, I've probably seen it all as well. I mean, everything from the oddest questions to usually women go right at it. Lately that I've seen, especially older women, they go, I mean, not lately, but, over the time.
Yeah.
Because obviously I don't do that anymore, right? So I'm going to make sure in case someone's listening.
You don't do what?
I'm not on any dating apps.
Oh, got it.
Yeah,
got it.
Been done with that for a while.
Okay.
Yeah. So I just want to make sure in case someone's listening.
Yeah.
So just making sure.
I'm
but
I'm on it.
Yeah.
Have not been successful at it.
Really?
And I'm very indifferent with it. I'll be honest with you. I'm very indifferent.
So as we talk about stages, you're just not ready yet.
I'm not ready.
You're not ready yet. Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. But the first questions I ask about in the dating, and a lot of these dating apps I remember was, what are you looking for?
Mm-hmm. That's someone asked me that.
First of all, you got to weed out all the scammers, right?
I do.
All of the scammers and people who are scammers out there. Don't be so stupid. You can do reversed image searches. They throw an image out there. You can do reverse searches on Google. You could do all kinds of things. All of a sudden, you're this person who says they're 52 or 53 and they've got a picture that looks like they're 30.
Yeah.
That's the first thing that raises your eyebrows, right? But of course, there's genetics out there. And
I actually, if you ever want to get someone a search, I know people. An investigation, yeah. I know people.
I don't need to investigate anyone, okay? Jesus Christ, okay?
Just in case. Yeah. Hey, but I'm a woman, so it's different for me.
Yeah. So, and trust me, there's all kinds of apps you can do investigations where, and there was like,
Yeah, this is a good investigation. I got
so,
people.
Good to know. Good to know. Where did I leave off?
I don't even know.
I made a mental note. Investigator on call. Yeah. So no, these dating apps. It's just like I said, they come off with these pictures. First, you got to weed through the scammers. Right?
Well, yeah,
and they're scammers. And they're very good at having conversation, and it's so funny when they start making comments about. I remember one made comments about. Are you a good conversationalist? I'm going.
Are we not having a good conversation?
And I sat there going, what? Because I think I stepped away. This was a few months back, or let's go back 6 months maybe, whatever it was. And I think I stepped away. And are you a good conversationalist? I go, yeah, because you didn't respond to my text.
Oh, here we go.
What are you talking about? So it's like it's that kind of trying to put you off your kilter, and they just try to feed you. Then boom, hits you right in. Bitcoin.
Oh,
which I thought okay. And the funny thing is, I'm so savvy. I've been over the years. I've become so savvy at this stuff. First of all, you're not going to pull the wool over somebody like me. Just because, like I said, reverse searches are all there.
Yeah.
Any picture that's ever been placed out there, you can find them on Google, reverse search. And it's the funniest thing that I have a great story when this was a few years back. I connected with somebody, and they told me that they were, I don't know, 53-ish, 54-ish. I don't remember exactly what it was. This is some time back, but literally I say this, the picture looked like she was 30.
Okay.
And I'm thinking, and I actually, wow, you look young for your age. And she goes, yeah, it's my national background. I think she was I want to say she was from Thailand or Cambodia or whatever it was. I'm not sure exactly what it was. Very good English in written form, right?
Okay.
You could use language, your translators, and all that shit. So it comes out pretty smoothly. Then literally just another thing after another thing, and then it would send me pictures every day.
Oh, really?
Of a new pose or whatever it was or whatever.
Oh, that's interesting.
And so I thought to myself, interesting. Somebody who looks that good at that age. Okay, so I did a reverse search.
Right.
It was somebody else's picture that the scammer was using. So I played the part for a while, and I go, oh, whatever, you look good, nice picture today. And then they would say, send me a picture of you. And I say, oh, I can't do that today. No, I didn't shave today or some shit like that, right? And I would just lead this person on. Well, I mean, it was just, I already knew it was a ruse or some scammer. And then what I did was I contacted via social media the person who owned that picture, who that person was. Oh, you're kidding. And I gave her the phone number. And remember, they're always using WhatsApp.
Right.
And anytime you go on these dating apps and they want to use WhatsApp,
don't do
scam.
it.
Total scam. Total scam. So WhatsApp or whatever these other ones are out there, it's all scammers and stuff. So that person got a hold of that person and yelled at her, stop using my pictures for shit. So
nice.
I remember that. So I remember that she thanked me for trying to take down these scammers and stuff like that. So yeah.
What are your red flags when you were going through these apps?
You've got to live in proximity.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay. I don't do long distance ever or ever again. I want to be within 10 miles of somebody.
Yep.
And somebody's got to be willing to meet within the first 3 days.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Because you need to know that you're real.
Got it.
Yeah. So I don't care if they want to, some people will say, oh, let's just talk for a while. No, fuck that shit. Let's meet in person and talk in person, and then I know it's you.
Okay.
Okay. And because a lot of pictures aren't.
Yeah.
You put the picture with the face.
Yeah, that's true.
Yikes. So yeah.
Okay.
So that was something that was important, is meeting right. It was meeting right away. You got to meet somebody right away. At least for me. I don't want to sit, and I'm not a big fan of the texting.
And I don't mind texting.
I don't have time for texting. I just, being responsive to a text, it's like, let's just meet and talk in person. And then I prefer to be on the phone. FaceTime has become beneficial when you work a lot.
Yeah.
And you have, time is an issue. Especially if you're working with a professional, time is an issue, right? So yeah, FaceTime has been helpful, or was helpful. Yeah, so that kind of stuff. Meet right away is important. right away. You want to make sure that they got their teeth. If they're not, because a lot of these people will post pictures, and I go, this is going to sound terrible, but who cares? They post only headshots.
Yeah.
And you post, when you meet them in person, it's like, oh.
Funny, because mine, I have a headshot. I have a professional picture that is on my profile.
Right.
But I also have a full picture of myself.
Yeah.
In pretty much every single one of them.
Okay.
Almost every single one of them.
Right.
And because I want people to see that, one, I work out because I want to make sure that I don't have any fatties. Sorry if you're fatty. But because I need someone who's in the same level as me and physical.
Right.
So I want to make sure physically fit.
It's a criteria.
It is one of my criteria. So I want to make sure that they understand. I go to the gym. These are the things that I like to do. So that's why I posted the full picture of me.
I think, when I did that, I had full-blown pictures of, head to toe, just because you do. I think for me, it's important too. And anybody who doesn't, he's like, that's why I want to meet them in,
I get that.
3 days or less.
I get that.
It's kind of what those criteria is.
Right.
3 days. And I have red flags. Right. I don't care. Non-negotiables. Yeah. I do have them. You have them?
I should have them. Yes,
I
do have them. No, I do have them.
Give me one of your non-negotiables.
He's got to have a job.
Oh, basic non-negotiable. Okay.
Gotta have a job.
I didn't even consider that one. I mean, just because you don't have a job, that's an issue right off the bat for me.
That's a non-negotiable.
At least for now. It's a non-negotiable.
Non-negotiable. And it can't be an Uber driver.
Uber driver. Nothing wrong with Uber
sorry,
driver?
nothing wrong with Uber drivers. And let me go back to the fatty thing. I was once a fatty. So I'm no longer, because I've worked hard to not be that. So I want to make sure that I continue with that. So
well, funny. I mean, let's just get this out of the way, image wise, right? So I'm not a tall person. I'm not a big person. Nope. So the person that I'm with has to be ultra petite, and I say ultra because I'm trying to be polite in how I approach that. Right. But because there's a lot of people who listen and don't want to be rude. But
like I was.
I like them petite. So I look for that.
Right.
That's non-negotiable.
Funny enough that I look for someone who's 5'9" and up.
Okay.
I like tall.
Yeah, that's right. And there are a lot of women out there who have their non-negotiables. You have to be 6'2", and you have to make 6 figures, and all these things that I've read.
6 figures. You can put that on there?
You can. Doesn't mean people are going to sit there and listen.
Well, you want to hear the funniest thing with someone's profile. If you're a Trump lover, don't choose me. If you're a Trump hater, there's been a couple of those that I'm like, you could put that on your profile.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. If you're
no tattoos, if you're like, I'm out.
If you're a Trumpy, swipe. What is it, left or right?
No, this is just X or whatever.
Yeah. So if you're a Trumpy, swipe that way. If you're a libtard, swipe that way. It's just all these shit. People do that.
Funny.
So people have the red flags.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, you got. I like all teeth. Teeth are a good thing.
I like a job.
Jobs are good. I don't want to have to. I don't want to have to. Was it?
Support somebody.
I was going to say support somebody. I don't want to support anybody.
I don't either.
Because the reality is, I'm creeping into a certain age, and I want to make sure that the partner I have is as well, or if not better, in a position.
In a situation,
Because in several years, I want to be done with, and I want to do some traveling. I want to be able to do this. And it is what it is, right? So, I get that's a non-negotiable.
Non-negotiable.
I can't think of other non-negotiables. Those are, teeth are important.
Teeth are important. Hair for me.
Hair. I like long hair. So
I like hair.
Yeah. You like hair. That's good. Funny. This is a true story. I don't care what all you women say out there. Women don't give a shit about hair more than some people would think. They don't care. They know what they care about. That you're dependable.
Yeah, reliable.
That you are, exactly.
You say,
and
you do what you say.
Yeah, exactly. There's just not an issue.
Yeah. I like someone who's polite, who will open my door,
exactly.
who will.
Chivalry.
Yes.
Chivalry, exactly.
People say that on their profile, but is it really true?
We were raised that way. I don't have any frame of mind where I say somebody who shouldn't do that, doesn't do that. Even my son does that.
Yeah, he does.
because that's what he was taught, right? Women are to be respected and cared for, with these kinds of what is it, mid-century or
Well, fortunately, my ex was definitely like that.
Yeah,
he would open my door.
So there's positives.
So there's,
I can't say that there's a whole lot of negative I can say about all my partners. Mm-hmm. There's a whole lot of positives I can say as well. So, yes. Unfortunately, the
negatives outweigh the positive.
And even if you're not the one breaking up, and they break up with you, and you don't pine over it, or you don't like, oh, I've dodged a bullet.
Well, so it wasn't
thing, right?
So for in my situation, I was not the one who wanted this divorce.
Right. What?
Yes, but
did you dodge a bullet?
But I wouldn't say dodged a bullet. No, I would.
What would your mother say?
Let's not ask about what mom would say.
Okay.
In the event he's watching, sorry.
Doubtful.
But if I think it would be. I saw some things that I now realize I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm okay with not having that in my life any longer.
Yeah. That's a great statement to make. I'm okay. It's like I could say something. You know what?
I'm okay. Yeah.
You know what? Yeah. I'm okay with not dealing with that anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
Not being triggered by having to the constant reminders of things or the constant of, their personality of not wanting to do things or travel or this or that.
Yeah. I think I can connect with that one too. And so it is tough at our age to find somebody who you kind of like enjoy spending time with. Mm-hmm. You talk about the future, certainly.
Yeah.
Whether ever I go down that road again of marriage, you're a hard no for now. Marriage has never been an issue for me. I don't really care one way or another. I could go or I could not. It doesn't make a difference. It's never been an overly impactful situation in the sense of I like the connection of marriage and that the whole concept of it. I like that. But I don't have to get married. If the other person wants to, and we're in a great spot, I would entertain it if that's what their need sets are, Yeah. But what I've been truly hearing, is that there's a lot of women today don't want to get married, but they want a promise ring.
Oh.
So everything is a promise. So this way they're symbolically together.
Okay.
From a from a material perspective, in the sense of we've exchanged rings.
Got it.
And we've promised to be with each other.
Okay.
But there's no paperwork.
I like that.
Yeah, it's an interesting concept. It was brought up to me.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was brought up to me. I go, oh, that's an interesting way of spinning it.
Okay.
Because as I get probed for questions, it's an interesting way of. That's an interesting connection. So I like that. I thought that was an interesting idea. So.
Okay.
Yeah. What about like getting with or connecting with people? What's your time frame? Are you looking to find a partner within the next 3 to 6 months, or 6 to 12 months, or just when it happens?
When it happens, it happens. For me right now, I'm just with work and as busy as I am. There's just too much going on, and there's a lot of volatility with the current situation. Mm-hmm. So I don't want to, not in a bad way, but it just, I have to focus. I have to be laser focused, and I don't have time for anything else.
Yeah. I think I took the same position. I kind of stumbled into it. I'm too busy. I became extremely busy in, this past June with all the things that I have to do. And the train has not left. The train has not stopped once at any station. I'm just going full focus. So I keep adding more things. So sometimes you just fall into it, and you connect with somebody that seems to be pleasant.
And if that happens, great.
Yeah.
Like honestly, if it happens, great. I'm definitely not looking for it.
Well, there you go. Time will tell when it's, like I said, shit happens when it happens. Mm-hmm. That's always the upside. But at least you're positive towards it, and you are not overtly negative towards it, which is all good.
No.
So, yeah, very good. So you've been enjoying this level of free time.
Yes.
That's good.
Doing whatever I want to do, though.
That's right.
Which is nice.
Yeah. And eventually you'll want to do that same stuff with other people.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
Well, right now I've I've got a really good group of friends that I can
That's always
travel
important.
with.
That's always important.
So, and I do a lot of traveling with work now, which has been crazy, but been traveling with work. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, good. Very cool. I like this topic. We have to keep on expounding this topic.
We should. I like it too.
It's just, there's so much. You know what? Some things we could probably be. I mean, we're guarded because we know all the people that are listening, and so we're trying to be respectful of other people.
Of course.
Not say overly negative things, and not share overly. Not be open to the point where we've kind of shared too much.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have anything negative. Like truly negative about my ex. Like he was not a bad person. He's actually a good person.
Yeah.
We were really good friends before we even got together. So
it's funny. I was thinking about that this morning when I was driving in. I mean, there are people that are solid people, right?
Yeah.
But lack certain character traits.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
I think I've got, I could count on my fingers, maybe maybe a couple people over the last 60 years, of that are just, they got away, there's not many, one, maybe two max,
Yeah.
And if you're lucky, you find another one that goes, that person's got a good heart, or looks like they've got strong character. But it takes time to really see that kind of individual. So yeah, but there's very few people out there yeah, but there's a lot of, like I said, there's a lot of positive I could say, and there's a lot of negative too. But that's how most of us are. We're all humans, and we all make mistakes, and we all have our characters and our baggage that we bring. So yeah.
Sure.
Great, cool. Sure. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, so I like this conversation.
I did too. I did too. It was a good one.
Yeah, so very cool. Well, Life in the Bitter Truth, guys. If you're listening on YouTube, please like and subscribe and leave those comments. We always enjoy reading them. And if you're on all the other podcast platforms, we're there. And we thank you guys for continuing to listen. Thanks so much.
Bye-bye.
We'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
Take care.